Yes boys, what is going on, and welcome everybody back to another player review. So today we'll be reviewing the one and only Icon Moments Frank Lampard. I picked him up for 870,000 coins. He's currently 840,000 coins, so I am going to lose a little bit when I do sell him, but it is what it is. We are doing it for the content. But Frank Lampard, boys, is one of the best Premier League midfielders so far. Honestly, he was absolutely brilliant at Chelsea, and if you are a Chelsea supporter, obviously I believe he's your guys' top scorer. 211 goals, 648 appearances is absolutely incredible. So boys, we did play the two games with him, picked up 2 goals, which you can see under his goals scored and games played. We've already recorded all of the highlights, and all I can say, boys, is you guys are in for a treat. But starting off, boys, we are looking at a card that is 6 foot tall, high medium work rates, right footed, 3-star skill moves with a 4-star weak foot. Now first of all, I did use him as a CDM, hence we did put a shadow on him. He's more an attacking player, 98 finishing, 92 positioning, 94 power. Like, his shooting is honestly next level, so you could honestly get away with using him as obviously a more attacking minded centre mid, or as I did, I used him as a CDM on get forward when I'm attacking and balance, so he was more kind of pushed up as a centre mid, and it does show because he did pick up a couple goals. I feel like his body type and his pace, agility and balance is definitely not good enough to play as a cam, a central cam or wide cam. You definitely want to be using him as either box to box centre mid with a shadow, a central centre mid, maybe push behind the cam, or as I did, I used him in a 4-2-2 as a right CDM paired with Hullet, but I had him on get forward. So like I said, he does go to 87 pace with a shadow. His shooting is honestly phenomenal. As for passing, is absolutely incredible. 94 short passing, 94 long passing, 95 curve. Now his agility and balance is very poor, but he does have some incredible reactions, incredible ball control, and absolutely phenomenal composure. With the shadow boost as well, a good thing is he has got some really solid defending, so he does go to 90 interceptions, 87 stand tackle, and 78 slide tackle. He's got 95 stamina as well, which is absolutely phenomenal. Player traits, he's got a power free kick, outside of foot shot, and a team player. So boys, for the custom tactics, as I said, this is a team we're playing him in, an absolutely sensational team. But when we were attacking, we had him on balanced defense, cover center, and get forward. And when we were on defensive, I believe he was literally, both him and Hullet, yeah, just balanced everything on cover center. So as I said, although we used him as a CDM, he kind of played that more advanced role. Anyway, lads, let's hop over to his highlights, his clips that we got throughout the couple games. All I can say is this card is criminally underrated. Hopping in to the gameplay, as you can see, Lampard, first of all, 65 minutes in. Can't lie, not too much else happened before that half. But one thing I find with him, his passing, the best passing you possibly can get, is literally, that's a definition of Frank Lampard. His link up with Pele was something else. 2 games he did not pick up 1 assist, but I'm telling you now, he really did deserve one. I reckon honestly his passing and shooting really just sell his card to me. As I said in the intro, he's not going to be a card you want to attack with. He's not going to be a card that you really want to run down the wing with, because in all honesty, lads, he is clunky. 66 agility, 63 balance, but as a CDM, he was brilliant defensively. 74 defending with a shadow, he goes all the way up to like 84, like that. Him and Hullet in the midfield was just so fun to use. But like with that shadow boost, he really is usable as a CDM, but as I said, he offers so much going forward, and as I said, his passing out of everything was just a highlight of his card. For example, we progress a pitch with him, and like I said, he's not the fastest, he's not the best on the ball. We did play him as a CDM, but we actually played him as a more advanced type of CDM, if you guys want to say, if you want to say that. It was, like I said, get forward when we were attacking. But as you can see here, boys, we are playing rivals, second game, 1-1, concede a penalty, we do save it. And the thing is, keep an eye on his corner. Frank Lampard, perfect position. As you can see, he drops back for that ball and progresses a pitch with it, which, like I said earlier, I find is absolutely perfect with him. Although he's a CDM, he offered so much going forward, and he would honestly be a brilliant cam if he had more pace, if he was more agile, if he had better balance. And as you can see here, boys, he puts us into the lead just before halftime. 2-1. Very tight game. My opponent was class. All I'm going to say, boys, is he was the hero, and you guys are about to see towards the end of the game. This card was just unreal. We do concede to make it 2-2 in the 58th minute. Can't lie, in the second half, my opponent was heavily dominant, but now we do have a little bit of attack here. We got Frank Lampard, and this is what I'm talking about in areas like this. He's not the most agile. He also doesn't have 4-star skills, so you're very restricted to get out of tight positions with him. But as you can see, we give away a penalty. Without a doubt, boys, it's a penalty. 2-2, 84 minutes in. My opponent steps up with Dybala. I think everything's lost. We've got 3-2 down. We've got 6 minutes left to get a goal. I'm gonna turn the face cam off. Enjoy this, lads. He was indeed. He was the hero. 2 goals, both in that game. He actually picked up a brace. 1-1, he put us 2-1 up. We then went 3-2 down, and literally with 2 minutes added time left on the clock to go, he scores a beautiful, I believe it was just outside of a box, a beautiful finesse shot. And I actually looked after the game. I knew he had insane finishing, but I looked after the game. He has 98 finishing with no chemistry style. Like, his shooting is fucking crazy. Boys, I really swear on this channel, but I just did. You know what? I don't give a shit, because this card was unbelievably surprising and underrated. 89 passing as well, but looking into his passing stats, for 94 short passing, 94 long passing, and 95 curve is absolutely sensational. And the only reason this card is so, I say quote unquote cheap, he's still 800 to 1 million coins, but the 800k to 1 million coins on the PS4, and then I think it's 1.05 mil on the Xbox at the minute. And obviously he came out like a week ago. There's a low supply on him. Literally this time next week, he's most likely going to be like 500k. That's a thing. And this card, as I said, is absolutely unbelievable. The only thing is, like I said, with 66 agility and 63 balance, and I really can see what people mean when they say he's clunky, but people write him off because he's not the fastest, he's not the most agile. But if you use him correctly, he is phenomenal. Like I said, he'd be a brilliant box-to-box midfielder. He'd be a brilliant CDM. In my opinion, as a left and right cam, he is a no-go. He's very clunky. 3-star skill moves, he will not be good in that position whatsoever. As a central cam, he would be okay as a central cam, but once again, you'd probably want a little bit more agility and balance for that role. So as I said, if you use him in a 4-2-2 like I did as a CDM on Get Forward, he really does work as if he is more a centre mid, a CDM slash centre mid. Drops back perfectly as well. He does have the high work rates, high attacking work rates, I should say, so that is very good going forward. He offers so much going forward as well, I should say, because it's just absolutely unreal. 80 strength and 75 aggression is very solid as well. So as you can see, game 1 he got a 7.6 rating. We lost 3-2 in game 1, but he still got a 7.6, and game 2 obviously scoring a brace, getting himself an 8.7 rating. For the pros, it is going to be his work rates, it's going to be his shooting, passing, and his 95 stamina. For cons, it is literally everything I've gone over. The 3-star skill moves, the 66 agility, and 63 balance. I'm not going to say let him down, but if you were to go all out attacking with him, if you were to play in a very fast environment, let's say foot champs, then yes, it will get to you. If you're playing in a slower gameplay, honestly, he'd be a player that does better in slower gameplay, because obviously slower gameplay, you slow the game down. He fits that style because he's quote unquote a slow player, whereas if it's a foot champs, back and forth, constant pressure all the time, he will struggle in that scenario, because yes, he doesn't feel great on the ball, and yes, he is clunky. But still, I'm not taking that away from him. Defensively, with a shadow, he was absolutely perfect, to be completely honest. Physically, strength held up fine, but 95 stamina unreal, and as I said, with shooting and passing on this card is probably the best I have used with a Prime Icon Moments card yet. Shooting unreal. Passing, also just unreal. Literally, it feels like when you pass with him, it's a magnet from his feet to the ball to someone else's feet. The passing is so smooth with him. First game, he literally got 27 out of 27 completed passes, and second game, I believe he got 18 out of 22. So what's that? I'm not 49. That is, I'm very shit at maths, boys. That's a quick fire. Put it on the spot, right? Is that like 45 out of 49 passes, I believe? Something like that. Wait, yeah, 45 out of 49 passes. There we go. So if you want to work the percentage out, it'll be quite high, because that is absolutely god tier numbers, especially for a player that is quote unquote unusable. And as I said, people will write him off, and I'm here today to tell them, or to tell you, if you're using this card correctly, he'll be very good. When we do get later on into the game, obviously he's not the card you'd be wanting to look for, but I'd say he'd still be usable for a solid 2 to 3 more months. It's currently March 10th as of recording. He'll definitely be relevant for another couple months at least. So for the rating out of 10 based on value and based on how he performed, we're going to go ahead and give him a nice solid 8 out of 10. And I am going to say he is worth it. As I said, I feel like he's very underrated. People see his dribbling, his agility, balance, and they say he's not meta. But if you are maybe a Frank Lampard fan, a Chelsea fan, and you just like the player in general, then yeah, why not? You could use him for that. But if you really are looking for a CDM, if you've got 800,000 coins on you and it has to be an icon, Frank Lampard, I'd say would be the best. He'd thrive in a box-to-box centre mid position, or a CDM, as I used him, a CDM on get forward, because he's a very, very attacking player, but the thing is, the reason I love his card so much is not only is he so good going forward, he is absolutely phenomenal defensively as well, with that shadow on him. Literally, like I said, 87 stand tackle, 80 slide tackle, and like 90 interceptions. So like I said, use him as a CDM, chuck a shadow on him, use him as a box-to-box centre mid. I'd probably want to be looking at an engine to try to get that agility and balance up. But overall, the one word to describe this card is literally underrated. It's been your boy Davis. Hopefully this review did help you out. If it did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you guys all later. Peace out, lads.